Doing Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, the massive super middleweight fight is within 24 hours. You're talking WBA champion George Groves versus Chris Eubank Jr. We've had everything. We had all the comments. We had the weigh-in. Both of them made weight. Some would say George Groves looked a little weight drained. But I told you he has weight issues all the time. But he makes the weight. And it never seems to be a problem, so that you can't read into that. Chris Eubank always looks fit. Everything seems to be the same. Everybody weigh in wasn't scared of the other one. I didn't really see anything different. Right? These guys are supremely confident from their sparring from before and from what they've accomplished in their careers up until now. So I didn't see anything where anybody's nervous here. Right? But let's make a prediction for this fight. I did in other videos, but not officially. I think Chris Eubank Jr. wins this fight on a late stoppage or on points. And I think then England could be happy about someone, Chris Eubank Jr. winning the fight. I'm going to tell you why I would rather him to win, by the way. The only reason I would rather Chris Eubank Jr. win, I like his father, and I think they need to get the props they deserve. Although, it's going to be a little hate there. But I think that Chris Eubank Jr., if he wins the fight, it would be good because you got a guy who's willing to jump from super middleweight to middleweight and vice versa, right? So we got somebody else to get on them Golovkins and Canelos of the world, right? After this fight, or after the WBSS tournament. That's why. Now George Groves, no shade on this guy. If George Groves win, he could finally. This will be probably his biggest win, even though his win over Chutinov gives him the title. But I think for his for not his exposure, but for how England receives him. I think he's, a second-rate champion, per se. And this guy is really, really a good fighter. So, he would have to beat Chris Eubank Jr. for them to really recognize. Because he stepped up to Carl Froch and lost twice. First one controversial, but not really. But a little controversial. Okay, second one, he was done. Then he lost to Battle Jack. Right? So, a Chris Eubank Jr. win on his scalp would do wonders for George Groves. So, good luck to him, too. If he wins, then it's awesome for him, So I wouldn't be upset at all to see him win. You kind of gunning for him as well. But I have to be honest with you guys. I'm not trying to sit here and act like, I'm totally indifferent on this fight. I'd rather Chris Eubank Jr. win because, like I said, he would go to the middleweight and raise some hell. And that will be the reason, but the biggest reason. But like I said, I just think Chris Eubank Jr.'s work rate and stamina, if he doesn't get stopped in his tracks by George Groves, I don't see George Groves outpointing him. Now, let me be honest. After all the views of the pundits, the ex-boxers, the trainers, everybody seems 50-50 on this. There's a lot of people think George Groves wins this fight because of his experience, and he's just a great fighter. Right? And most of them think also that Chris Eubank Jr., he's not a massive puncher at middleweight. Right? He works you. Makes you quit. Right? So at super middleweight, they think he's not going to have the punch to slow down George Groves. So everybody has a good opinion here. That's why, me personally, I think Chris Eubank Jr. wins this by late stoppage or points. Let's see what happens. They've said a whole lot. I told you the lead up was going to be massive, and it was. But now we just got to coin your boy. Let's get ready to rumble. It is what it is. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm about to here, y'all.